Hello and welcome to this Python tutorial series. We are studying Python data structure tuple. In today's video, we will see some of the built-in functions that can be applied to a tuple. Let's start. In the first cell, we have created some variety of tuples. T1 contains heterogeneous element, T2 contains strings, T3 contains tuple of numbers, and T4 contains tuple of list. First, we will apply length function. Length function returns the length of the tuple. That is the number of elements present inside the tuple. Length of tuple T1 is, click on the cell, run the cell, and it is containing 6 elements. Similarly, you can find out the length of tuple T2. Click on the cell, run the cell, which is 3. Length of tuple T3. Click on the cell, run the cell, it is 5. And length of tuple T4, which should be 2 because it contains 2 lists. Second function that will run on tuple is sum. Sum function returns the sum of the element inside the tuple if the tuple contains numbers. Otherwise, the tuple will throw an error. For example, first we create the tuple. We find out sum of T1 which contains heterogeneous element. It will throw an error because the condition for sum function to run is all the elements should be numbers. If we run sum function for T2, it will throw an error. Similarly, if we run sum function for T4, it will throw an error. And if we run sum function for T3, it will be sum of the element present inside the tuple. Next function, mean function. Click on the cell, first create all the tuples. Mean function returns the minimum of the tuple. It requires all the element of the tuple should be of the same type. For example, in T1 case, all the elements are of not the same type, it will throw an error. Mean of T1, if you run the cell, it will throw an error. But in case of T2, it will compare each character by character. First character is compared and the minimum character string will be written, mean, and we run it for T2. We have a string which is starting from A, therefore minimum of T2 for length of string according to the character is ABC of programming. Mean of number, it can be run T3, it will give the minimum of the number which is present. Mean of list, in case of list, the first element of the list will be compared, and in this case 1 is minimum as compared to 2, therefore output will be 120. Click on the cell, run the cell, 120. Similar to mean function, there is match function which runs on the list which have similar kind of element. If it has dissimilar element, it throws an error. Therefore, if we find max of T1, it will throw an error. Max of T1, it will throw an error. But if we find max of T2, here character wise, first character is PP, then it compares Y and R. Y is larger, therefore it will return a result as Python. Therefore max of T2 will be Python. For the third tuple, max will be the maximum number in the tuple number, in this case 100.5, and the fourth tuple, the maximum element in the both list, if they are compared element wise, is 1 is compared with 2, 2 is maximum, therefore list which is written is 21520. So max of T4 output will be 21520. Next built-in function that can be applied over a tuple is sorted. Similar to the max function, sorted function also requires element to be of the same type. Comparison is similar, element wise comparison of an element will be done, and we will get the output. So sorted of T1 will return an error. So sorted of T1 will return an error. If we apply sorted on tuple T2, which is a tuple of string, then it will sort it in ascending order according to the first character A, then PRO, then PY. If I want to sort it in descending order, I have to give reverse is equal to this T should be capital, true. Click on the cell, run the cell, and if I want to sort it by length, then I will add one more attribute here, one more parameter. Length is equal to key is equal to key is a function that can be applied on the string, and the function which is to be applied is length function. So according to the length, the string will be sorted in ascending order if we apply key function as length. Now we want to sort the numbers, sorted. Another fact about sort function is it returns a new tuple which is sorted off the original tuple. The original tuple remains same. If you run sorted of T3, it will sort T3 in ascending order, but if you print the value of T3 value remains the same. Therefore, sorting is not done in place by built-in sorted function. If you run sorted function on T4, then it will sort element-wise comparison and sorting will be done. 1 is less than 2, therefore the T4 will be displayed as it is. But if you pass it a parameter reverse is equal to true, it will return a list which is sorted in descending order. Any function, if you have a tuple and any of the tuple value is true, the output will be true or the output will be false. For example, we create a tuple which contains all the elements which are either false or null. False. Single quotes means null. Here you have 0. This value are considered to be false. If all of them are false, then any of T6 will be a output false. But any one of the value inside the tuple is non-zero or true, then if you run any function on the tuple T6, it will return a value true. In all function, it checks all the value should be true, then the output of the all function is true. If any one of them is false, then the output is false. Suppose we add an empty string here and click on the cell, run the cell. You have T1 with one value as 0 or false. Empty string, null string indicates that it is a 0. And if you run all of T1, then it will give a output as false. Otherwise, if all the elements are present or true, it will give you a output as true. As the name suggests, in any of the values should be true, it will give a true. In all the values should be true, then it will give a true. At the runtime, if you want to check information regarding the function, write the function all opening and closing parentheses and then press shift tab. It will display the information regarding the function along with the explanation. Return true if bool of x is true, if all of x are in the iterable. Next function, enumerate function. Enumerate function returns an enumerate object which contains a pair. The pair comprises of an index of the element and the element of the tuple. For example, if you run enumerate on T1, it will return an enumerate object which contains a key value pair. Key is the index and values is the element of the tuple for all the element of the tuple. If you want to store this result as a tuple, you have to write a variable a is equal to precede it by a function tuple and then follow opening and closing parenthesis and run the cell again. You will see the output in a, which is a tuple which contains key value pair of all the elements of the tuple containing index as keys and element as values. That's it about today's video. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Do hit that subscribe button for more such technical content. See you in the next video.